back to my channel. I hope that you're doing well. Welcome to another video and welcome back to another tarot cards pick my TBR video. If you are new to my channel, I use the Fairy Loot tarot cards to pick my books for my TBR each month. I used to do a TBR bingo game, but because I had to scale down the size of my space, I decided to do something that was a little easier for me. This video is not my idea. I always have a tarot card TBR playlist linked down below if you guys want to go check that out. But today I'm just going to go over the books that I was supposed to read for last month, see how I did, whether or not I'm going to take a punishment or a reward. I'm also going to spin a couple wheels to pick some of my required reads for the month, and then we'll get into my picks for December. Speaking of picks for December, I don't know how we are at the last month of the year already. It's absolutely wild. I know this is the time where everyone's really trying to, finish up some of their goals, hit some of the things that they wanted to do throughout the month, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try. So without further ado, let's jump into how I did in November so we can let that month go and move on to December. So for the King of Stars, I chose Children of Fallen Gods by Krista Broadbent, and for the second month in a row, I did not read this. So already, I'll have to take a punishment. For the Fool, I chose A Love Letter to Whiskey by Candy Steiner, and I did read this. For the World, I chose The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata, and I did read this. For the Six of Stars, I chose Caught Up by Liz Tomford, and I did not read this. For the Nine of Stars, I chose Bloodshed by Molly Doyle, and I did read this. For the 10 of Stars, I chose Iron Flame by Rebecca Yarros, and of course, I read this. Then for the Chariot, I chose The Well of Ascension by Brandon Sanderson. I am currently in the middle of this one, but there's no way I'm going to finish it before the end of the month. For the Star, I chose Still by Kennedy Ryan, and I did read this. For the King of Pentacles, I chose Swordcatcher by Cassandra Clare, and I'm currently, again, in the middle of this, but nowhere near the end, and I'm definitely not going to finish it before the month is over. For the Ace of Moons, I chose The Atlas Six by Livy Blake, and I did read this. For the Moon, I made my life hard, and I chose two books. I chose The Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas, and I'm currently in the middle of both of these. This is my only focus for the end of the month, so I will finish these before the month is over. And finally, for the Emperor, I chose So Not Meant to Be by Megan Quinn, and I did read this. So for the month of November, I definitely got through some pretty chunky books, some heavy hitters, but I just did not get to everything that I had planned to. I definitely did a lot more mood reading in November than I had originally planned, and so these books kind of got put on the back burner, which is okay. I'm not upset about it. I just didn't realize how much I had planned on mood reading for November, so it is what it is. Let's go ahead and jump into December. I'm going to go over my spinner wheels, the ones that I am making myself pick up more books, either part of a series on my Kindle, as well as books that I have through book boxes. So let's go over those really quick, and then we'll jump into the actual tarot pulls for the month of December. So the first wheel that I spun was books that were in a book box, and for that I got Garden of the Cursed. This is by Katie Rose Poole. I got this in an Owlcrate box. It is very beautiful. The good thing it's short. Hopefully it won't take me too long to get through. I don't know anything about it. It is gorgeous. I tend to not remember the synopsis of my book box books, but I'm excited to give it a go. On the back it says, "Secrets can't protect me, only the truth can." So I'm interested to see what I think of this one. The more book box books I can get off my list, the better. Then for my series continuation, as you can see, I got Queen's Cove. This is by Stephanie Archer. The next book is The Wrong Mr. Right. This book did finally come out on Audible, so I can listen to this one. Previously they were eyeball books, and I wasn't prepared to commit to that many books in a series, but I am excited to finally pick this one up on audio. I've heard really great things about the remainder of the series, and book one was absolutely incredible. And then for my Stuff Your Kindle Day spinner wheel, I got River of Harmony. I don't know anything about this book, honestly. I picked it up through Stuff Your Kindle Day. I know it is a romance set in the contemporary world, and it has BDSM kink somewhere in the book, but other than that, that's really all Goodreads is telling me, so I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. Hopefully I like it. I'm just gonna go over two quick mandatory reads for the month of December before we get into the actual pools. The first one being The Blythe Before Christmas by Kate Stewart. This is the Sweeney Readers Book Club pick. Sweeney Readers hosted by myself, Nikki, Dana, and Karina. I will leave everybody linked down below. This is our book club pick for the month, and I'm very excited to get to it. Then for the Black Hat Coven book club pick for the month of December, we are reading Jingle All the Sleigh by Dakota Cassidy. This book club is hosted by myself, Becky, Jackie, and Laura. I will leave, of course, everyone linked down below, but that is our book club pick for the month, and if I don't fit it into my pools, then I will have to read that this month as well. So without further ado, let's pull our punishment and get into our pools for December. All right, friends, before we do our first pull, we are going to pick our punishment. I did take out the punishment from last month, so we are just going to pick blindly, if I can. One extra pull. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, I did one good shuffle. Let's go ahead and pull for pull number 1. The 8 of Pentacles. Pull number 1 got us an 8 of Pentacles, and that is a random number generator. I will put the generator up on the screen. It was quite a time to get a book that I could actually read. I believe the first one that I got was a book in a series that I had already read that I hadn't taken off my list, which was Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas, which I told you in the beginning I am already reading that one, so I could not pick that. So then I picked our next number, and that got us down to Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. I don't know if this lines up because I picked it all earlier, but hopefully you guys can see that it was a struggle to count, okay? But I did pick Spoiler Alert by Olivia Dade. This is a plus size, maybe enemies to lovers romance. I honestly don't know what the tropes are, but I did pick this up in anticipation of meeting Olivia Dade at Steamy LitCon, and I never got the chance to meet her. She wasn't feeling well on day 2, so I didn't get a chance to get this one signed, but I have heard great things about this author, and it's definitely a series that I've been wanting to pick up for a while now. So this was a great push to pick this one up, and hopefully I like it. I am very, very intrigued though. Alrighty, pull number 2. The Sun. Pull number 2 got us The Sun, and that is to read a book that is hot, 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 basically a spicy read. And for that, I chose A Long Time Coming by Megan Quinn, the last and final book in the Kane Brothers series. I am trying to finish up as many series as I can towards the end of the year, but also this is a book that I'm going to be reading for the Goodreads Choice Awards video that I'm putting together for this year, so it's definitely one that I wanted to prioritize, and it is the end of the series. I'm very excited. I have enjoyed books 1 and 2. I liked book 1 more than I liked book 2, but it is definitely one that I'm excited to read and finish up the series. Pull number 3. The Devil. Pull number 3 got us The Devil, and that is to read a morally gray character. For this, I'm choosing Yellowface by R.F. Kuang. Again, this fits into my Goodreads Choice Award video, and it's definitely one that I've been intrigued by. Of all of the R.F. Kuang books that I have seen come out and have been interested in, this is the one that piques my interest the most. And this one follows the literary world when a girl who is not very good at writing, and her books have been kind of flops, steals the manuscript of a person of color. I believe it is a Chinese author, but I don't want to get that wrong. Yes, a Chinese author that wrote about like Chinese labor in World War I. She stole her manuscript and published it under a like pseudonym name with the intention of stealing her work, and it's definitely a commentary on publishing as well as colonialism, so I'm very interested to see how this all goes. I've heard really good things about the book so far. It looks like a quick read, so hopefully I like it. Pull number 4. The Two of Moons. Up next, we have The Two of Moons, which is an Orion pick, which is one that I've been really excited for it to come up, but of course he's taking a nap right now, so he's unable to pick at the moment, so I won't be able to tell you exactly what book he picked, but I will let you know what I'm planning on having him choose between, and then I will put the clip in the screen here so that you guys can actually see what he chose. But as of right now, I don't know, and neither will you. So I am going to have him pick between The Collective Regrets of Clover by Mickey Brammer, The Only One Left by Riley Sager, Check and Mate by Ali Hazelwood, and Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. These are all books that I'm reading for that Goodreads Choice Awards video, so if he could pick one of those, that would be great. Obviously, he's going to pick one of those because that's what I'm going to have him choose between, and I don't have any particular preference for any of them because I am going to read them all, but if I could have it on my official TBR, that would be great. Can you pick one? That one? Okay. Thank you. Pull number 5. Whoa, okay. The Seven of Stars. Then we have The Seven of Stars, and that is to read a book with foiling on the cover, and for that I chose The Foxglove King by Hannah Whitten. As you can see, the title is foiled. It's kind of like a more dull foil than some of the other books that I had to choose from, but it is one of the books that, again, I'm reading for that video, and it's one of the thicker books, so I wanted to have it as like a priority read so I can make sure that I got to it on time. So definitely one that I'm excited to read. I've heard really good things about this book and this author so far, so crossing my fingers that I like it. Pull number 6. The Two of Stars. Up next, we got The Two of Stars, and that is to read a friends to lovers romance. And for this, I chose Ricochet by Krista and Becca Ricci. This is the second book in the Addicted / Calloway series. And this is definitely a friends to lovers. It literally says it right there. Oh my god, I never realized that. But it's definitely a friends to lovers romance. I didn't absolutely love book one, but I have been intrigued to move on with the series. I do have it on Audible, so it's a great excuse to pick this up. It's also on my winter TBR, and I definitely want to prioritize those books. So a win for me. Pull number 7. The Hanged Man. Pull number 7 got us The Hanged Man, and that is to read a romantic suspense. And for this, I chose Whispers of You by Catherine Cowles. I don't actually know if this is a romantic suspense, so if I'm wrong, I will read another book. But Catherine Cowles is known for writing romantic suspense books, and this definitely sounds like something that it would be. It's called the Lost and Found series. The covers are gorgeous, and I have been wanting to pick this book up because I need an excuse to pick up the rest of the hardcovers in the series, so I'm hoping that I like it. Again, I don't know too much about it. I do know that it is a small town what I think is a romantic suspense romance, and it's the first book in a series. It's also on my winter TBR, so again, trying to prioritize those, but I'm definitely excited to give this one a go. Pull number 8. The Empress. What should have been our last pull, but our punishment gave us an extra pull. Pull number 8 is The Empress, and that is to read a book that is touch her or you unalive vibes. And for that, I chose Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. You can fight me on this, but I definitely feel like this book and this series definitely has touch her and you die vibes. Listen, I don't make the rules. I just abide by them. And I don't want to say any character names because if you haven't gotten this far into the series, I don't want to, give you any spoilers, but I feel like the main 2 characters definitely have, touch her and you die vibes. So I'm excited to finally read the ending of the series. Am I scared? Yes. Am I nervous? Yes. Is it one of the biggest books I have on my shelves? Also, yes. So pray for me in multiple ways to the Lord and Savior Sarah J. Maas that I make it through the series somewhat unscathed, but I don't think it's going to happen. And hopefully our last pull number 9. Strength. Surprisingly, our last pull number 9, no extra pulls from this month, we got Strength, and this is to read a strong female character, and for this I chose Vampires of El Norte by Isabel Gañez. This is one that I am very intrigued by, but also a little bit scared by. If you cannot already guess, it's part of the Goodreads Choice Word video that I'm doing, so it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I'm very interested in the book nonetheless, and I definitely feel like, from the synopsis, I definitely get, strong female character vibes, so I'm hoping that it fits the bill. If not, I will read something else, but I'm hoping I don't have to. I am very excited to give this one a go. Hopefully I like it. I am a little scared by it. I'm not really big into horror, but I'm willing to jump outside of my comfort zone and read some of the books that have been the most highly rated by whoever in the hell does the Goodreads Choice Awards, which is still a mystery to us all. Alright, here is my TBR for the month of December, not including my Orion pick, which I will put on the screen right now. Hopefully, he picked a good one, but I am really excited for all of these. Definitely a lot of them are priority reads for the month. I also have a few book club picks, including The Plank Before Christmas and Jingle All the Sleigh, so hopefully I can get to all of those. I also have an outside book club pick that I need to read, but I don't remember the name of it, so it's going to be an interesting month to say the least. Hopefully I can hit some of my goals before the end of 2023, but we shall see. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you made it to the end and you don't know what to comment, leave a snowflake emoji or a snowman emoji, anything wintry or holiday adjacent. I would love to see that down in the comments below. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a big old thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. And of course, leave any comments, questions, and suggestions in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Baby, turn it down like a sweet and ready. Go slow, keep it nice and steady. Know that you've been